Is it true that Taehyung and Jungkook are involved in a secret relationship that is now rocked by an embarrassing scandal? Who are the sasaengs who dare to accuse, and why is HYBE suddenly preparing to sue? Is this just an attempt to bring them down, or is there a shocking truth behind all this? What's really going on behind BTS's camera spotlight? Why did two big names, Taehyung and Jungkook, suddenly become the targets of the most sensitive and jarring accusations ever made in their entire careers? Is all this just a fabrication from outsiders who want to destroy both? Or is there something that has been hidden from the eyes of the world? And when HYBE finally intervened legally, who were they protecting, or who were they covering up for? It all started with one sentence that hit the social media universe like a bomb blast in the middle of a quiet night. I saw them both go into the same hotel room and didn't come out until morning. The sentence was posted by an anonymous account who was later identified as a sasaeng who has long been known among BTS fans. This time, however, the post not only intrudes on privacy, but alleges in the most brutal way imaginable that Taehyung and Jungkook are in an illicit relationship, even having a so-called fling from their publicly displayed lives. Who are they cheating on? Public? Fans? BTS's reputation itself. Hashtags such as hashtag protect Taekook, hashtag HYBE must speak up, and hashtag sasaeng instantly top trending on Twitter, Weverse, and Reddit. But surprisingly, HYBE did not just issue the usual statement. There is no "we are investigating" or "we beg to respect the privacy of the artist." What comes out is an ultimatum. HYBE said he was ready to take the case to law and pursue a lawsuit against individuals who are considered to spread slander, damage their reputation, and violate privacy laws. But what surprised the ARMY was not only HYBE's assertiveness, but the last sentence in the official statement. We have footage showing what actually happened on the alleged night. What does that mean? Is there really a video that can prove that the accusation is a lie? Or rather, allow it? Question after question arises. Why is it only this time HYBE stated to have the recording as evidence? Usually they will argue or defend their artist, but not mention the matter of visual evidence. Is HYBE conducting a legal maneuver knowing that if this issue is allowed to rot, it will be fatal for Taehyung and Jungkook, the two main stars who hold the pulse of international fandom? Some South Korean media claimed that the footage in question was CCTV from a luxury hotel in the Gangnam area. And even more astonishingly, someone from an unnamed internal said that the contents of the tape could actually lead to a double interpretation. On the one hand, it does not show any activity that proves the existence of a romantic relationship. But on the other hand, their intimacy that night, it's hard to explain with just the word friend. Meanwhile, haters and other sasaeng like getting fuel to expand the accusations. They begin to unravel any past interactions between Taehyung and Jungkook. They cut video footage from BTS Run fan meeting to live on Weverse and spread short clips with twisted narratives. A hug is considered a sign of romance, a warm look is considered a flirtation, and a shared laugh is considered a conspiracy. Even when the two sat close together on a plane to America some time ago, now used as new evidence that they are keeping something secret. But is it really all just fandom engineering that is too much? What made HYBE take such an extreme step to the point of being ready to publicly sue the sasaeng? And why, at the same time, did Taehyung and Jungkook not appear in public at all, not even giving clarifications directly on their official platforms? Usually, in a sensitive issue, there will be at least one short video or a soothing comment. But this time, silence. The presence of this silence is precisely the loudest scream among all sounds. Some of the ARMY began to question, did HYBE really intend to protect their artists? Or was it actually trying to control the narrative they themselves feared? Does this company store more than just CCTV footage? Could it be that HYBE knows that if the real truth comes out to the public, it will be more jarring than anything that has ever happened in BTS history? Meanwhile, there are also rumors about a third figure who is said to be the reason why these allegations are referred to as infidelity. Someone who is not named, but is known to have had a close relationship with Jungkook several years ago. Old photos reappeared, and old comments on social media began to be reassociated. Many say that this third person is the reason why the sasaeng dare to say that Taehyung and Jungkook are not just close to each other, but cross the line from simply brotherhood. Who's that guy? And why is he being talked about again now? The conspiracy got even hotter when a former staff member from the set of MV Butter leaked that there was real tension between Jungkook and the other staff at the time. "He looks agitated and unfocused," the man said. Some of the staff even asked if he was facing serious personal problems. Does it have anything to do with Taehyung? No one can answer for sure. But clearly, this issue has evolved beyond just the accusation of a sasaeng. This has been a major firestorm that tested fandom loyalty, corporate integrity, and the bonds of friendship of two of the most beloved members in K-pop history. Most heart-wrenching, though, was the last message Jungkook posted on Weverse 2 days before these allegations went viral. He wrote briefly, "I'm trying so hard to be the best version of myself. Please don't believe everything you see." Those words are now being dissected, quoted, discussed, even made into memes by those who love them and those who want to take them down. But what cannot be denied is, in such a short sentence, there is a wound that is being buried, and the question has now changed. Are Taehyung and Jungkook trying to save their friendship from destruction? Or is it protecting something deeper from all this conjecture? Is this just the beginning of something bigger, something that has never been revealed to the public before? HYBE has spoken. Sasaeng has been charged. Army split. But Taehyung and Jungkook still haven't said anything, and perhaps that silence was the most surprising answer of all. After HYBE's harsh statement rocked the media, the mood of BTS's fandom changed drastically. Comments that used to be Taehyung and Jungkook's shipping jokes now sound like restless sighs coded in fear. There was an inexplicable tension as everyone, including even the most loyal army, held their breath awaiting a clarification, statement, or otherwise confession, but day by day passed. No new posts from Jungkook. There is no live broadcast from Taehyung. There are no personal photos or even warm interactions behind the stage. And, even more suspiciously, there are no public appearances together that would normally routinely appear at least once a week, whether it's through promotional content, behind the scenes, or Weverse messages. Were they deliberately hidden by the agency? Or did they choose to retreat to relieve the storm? From various internal sources who did not want to be named, there is one fact that makes everything even more stressful. HYBE is said to have held an emergency meeting with the legal team and the media just 1 hour after the sasaeng upload spread. One of the creative directors of the HYBE production team reportedly left the room with a pale face and called someone saying, "If the video leaks, we're ruined." What video are they talking about? Didn't HYBE previously claim to have a record that could actually clear their artist's name? Is it possible that HYBE has 2 records? One that can prove that the accusation is just a fabrication, and another one that actually proves that public suspicion is not entirely wrong? And if so, why didn't they release a video soon that could clear Taehyung and Jungkook's names? The conspiracy grew. Some fanbase accounts are starting to dig back into old moments that now feel much more complicated than before. One of the videos from the 2019 fan meeting went viral again when Taehyung spontaneously hugged Jungkook from behind, then said softly into his ear, "You know I'm always there for you, right?" At the time, fans thought it was just a form of affection between the members. But now, that sentence sounds very ambiguous. Moreover, after the viral incident, Jimin, who is known to be very close to the two, was suddenly absent from several fan event schedules. Some say Jimin is not feeling well, but most fans believe that since then, the dynamic between Jimin, Taehyung, and Jungkook has changed dramatically. The question is, does Jimin know anything? Is he part of a small circle that keeps this big secret? And more importantly, does he approve of the relationship that might be happening behind the scenes? That question leads to one thing that hasn't been touched by the media. Where are the other BTS members' positions on this issue? RM, Jin, Suga, J-Hope. Everybody shut up. In fact, none of them showed any direct support for Taehyung or Jungkook through any comments, emojis, or gestures. Usually, in difficult situations, members are known to support each other openly. But this time, silence. Were they asked not to interfere? Or Are they keeping their distance, knowing the situation is more serious than one can imagine? What made the public tremble even more was when another sasaeng account, which has been known to be accurate in leaking idols' personal schedules, uploaded a secret message in a closed community, which was then to screenshot and spread. You think this is just about secret love? It's about B. The HYBE building, which used to stand majestically with pride and an aura of glory, now looks quieter than usual. Cameras of reporters began to gather around it, and although the glass windows of the office were designed to reflect the sky, nothing could hide the dark shadows that settled inside. Someone the cleaning staff working the night shift dared to speak out, albeit with a trembling voice and a name withheld. That night, I heard someone crying on the 6th floor. It was not an angry cry. It was like someone who lost the grip of life, he said, softly. When asked who might have been on the 6th floor that night, he simply replied, "I don't want to lose my job, but I know that voice. That's not the first time I've heard. He used to cry like that when his mother was sick. I heard that too." One name immediately comes to mind for many, Jungkook. If it's Jungkook, then all the allegations about the tension he faces are not cheap gossip, but real. But why is he crying? Because you feel betrayed by someone inside, or because you feel you can no longer withstand all the pressure from the outside. And on the other hand, Taehyung was also reportedly not seen in some of HYBE's internal collective activities. A longtime BTS choreographer posted on his personal account, "I've never seen such a quiet V during rehearsals. She danced, but her eyes weren't there." The sentence went viral immediately and was deleted a few hours later. The army kept it. The public reaction is now starting to heat up in a deeper direction. Not just who is right or wrong, but who actually suffers the most in this scandal. If the allegations are false, then these two idols are victims of cruel and systematic character assassination. But if the allegations are true, are they guilty of loving in secret, or of being dishonest to a public that loves them unconditionally? Then came an unexpected name, Jimin. Army began to explore new facts that had been hidden behind Jimin's cheerfulness. In one of last year's promotional video footage, Jimin is seen walking away as Taehyung and Jungkook start joking together. He smiled, but his eyes kept something. A famous fan site wrote in the caption of their photo, "Sometimes a person's silence is louder than a crowd of laughter." Did Jimin know for a long time? Someone from the makeup team once said in an underground podcast that Jimin is the one who keeps the most secrets among the members. But he kept it not because he was afraid, but because he cared too much. The sentence is now widely discussed again. The craziest theory emerges, that the friendship between Jimin, Taehyung, and Jungkook wasn't destroyed by a lie, but by a love triangle that could never be told. Is this just an emotional fan boast? Or is there actually a reality that is much more painful than can be accepted? And in this storm of questions, HYBE remained silent. Even the announcement of the promised lawsuit is now pending. A journalist from Japan claims that the lawyer HYBE hired suddenly resigned. The reason? There are internal documents that do not comply with the company's standard procedures, he said, in an exclusive report. What is meant by the document? Is HYBE trying to cover something bigger? Or they themselves no longer know how to control the storm? Meanwhile, the sasaeng at the center of all this chaos suddenly disappeared. The account he used is now inactive. Even some netizens who used to sell sasaeng information in secret on the Telegram community said they could not contact the figure. There is speculation that HYBE has managed to suppress its existence. But there are also those who say that the sasaeng received a mysterious call and instantly erased all digital traces of it. Did HYBE pay to silence him? Or did the sasaeng disappear for fear of something, and when the world was still confused, suddenly appeared leaked audio duration of 19 seconds, which is said to be a voice recording from the internal meeting room, HYBE. I end the tape. The conversation sounds like this. Man 1. If the file goes out, their contract could be void. And we could end up with a breach of investor trust. Man 2. But we can't keep lying either. The public is not stupid. They already smell something. Man 1. We just need to hold this 2 more weeks. After that, we throw a new scandal. Their focus will shift. Netizens were also outraged. Is HYBE really planning to lead public opinion through another scandal just to protect the company's image? Then, if this is true, who is the next victim? Even more heartbreaking was the reaction of an old fan, a 67-year-old Busan Army man, who wrote in Weverse, "I've seen you since you lived in the first dormitory. I know, more than music, you are wounded